Hi everyone, welcome to the last video for your orientation to the WAMAP course. So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at how a week is structured. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go into week 1. And in week 1 we have the first thing that we're seeing here is a week 1 forum. So here we can post questions that we have specifically about the material that we're covering in week 1. I believe that this is also going to be where you can automatically upload a homework problem that you have been working on in WAMAP, and then that's going to open it up for other people to come in, your instructor and classmates included, to help you answer questions or to kind of help you get started or rolling on a particular problem. And I will show you how to do that as we go into the homework assignment portion when we get there. We do have some super important topics for the week, so basically what you should be striving to make sure that you have down and that you understand very well, as well as a quick note on how to work through the week. Once you get past that information, we have anywhere from 2 to 3 sections. So in this particular case, in week 1, we have section 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 that will need to be completed by April 10th. And again, from the previous video, you can access the calendar to figure out when each specific section's assignments are due. So I'm just going to start working in section 1.3, rates of change and behavior graphs. So in here, once you click the down arrow, it's going to expand this out, and you have a plethora of resources that you can that you have at your disposal. The first thing is you do have that specific section from the textbook available to you. So we could, click into here. It will open up a new window, and as you can see, here's the section of the book. It also indicates the important topics that you should be getting from that particular section. Underneath it are some supplementary videos, and I do want to stress that these are supplementary. Watching these videos and assuming that it's going to house all the information that you need in order to be successful with the material in this particular section is not correct at all. The textbook is going to contain more information and more examples that are going to help you really understand what questions are being asked in homeworks, how to approach certain problems within those homeworks, those quizzes, your midterm, and eventually your final. So please do not treat these videos as the sole source of your information. Please make sure that you are using the textbook as well as the learning community that you are a part of here. In some cases, I have created and uploaded my own videos, and they are usually going to be located between the video lesson section and then your homework, which is at the bottom here. So again, if you would like, you can, for any of these videos, if you notice these little plus signs, you can click that plus sign and the video will show up, or you could click the link here and it will take you directly to YouTube where these videos are housed. Once you get into the homework, once you've kind of read through the textbook, looked through some of those videos, we can go into the homework. And as you can see, homeworks are, in this case, it's not too long. Some homework problems will contain a video, so these videos should be used, again, if you've attempted the problem and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You've posted to the forum, but people haven't gotten back to you in the time that you want them to. These videos will offer basically some guidance. Okay. Again, I would suggest reading through the textbook is going to be a huge time saver. This way you may not necessarily need to access all these videos as you are going through. But just to show you how this works, so say I look at question 3 here, and I'm ready to enter in an answer. So say I put in 9. I'm just making this up. And if I submit it, notice that it's saying that I did get it incorrect. Okay. So with regards to this, we could technically try it again, or we could access a video if we're not sure. I'm going to put in another incorrect answer and I'm going to submit. And it will say that it is not correct. So after the second attempt, the answer is provided for us in this situation. Other things that you can go ahead and do is you do have the option to post this question to the forum. So like I said, this will kind of move you into a forum post, you are left with a blank area at the top part of your question. So please, what you need to do here is make sure that you are specific with your question. Please do not just throw up the part of that question that you are looking at without some sort of explanation or background. Please indicate to the reader what you have tried, what's not working, what you think you should be doing. If you can provide me direction, I can provide you direction. If you just put up the question without any sort of background as to what is giving you a challenge or what's kind of stalling you, I'm going to respond and basically say, I need some more information. Can you please tell me where you're kind of experiencing this challenge? Which in and of itself, we kind of then begin doing some sort of tennis match of questions back and forth. So I do want to make sure that you are getting the help that you need in a timely fashion. So please, the more detail that you can supply me, the better. Me and, again, your other classmates. Your other classmates are here to help you as well. You'd be amazed how much you learn when you assume that role of an instructor or a teacher or a tutor. So you do have that option to post to forum. What I also want to note here is that, yes, with this particular question, I've run out of chances in order to answer this question. But I do have a link that says try another similar question. And what this allows me to do is it gives me a similar problem. It does change the numbers around. And it gives me the chance to earn full credit. So if you think about it, if you have the time, and again, some of that time is going to be recuperated by accessing the videos and the text and whatnot, you could technically get 100% on every single homework assignment that we have in this course. So definitely take advantage of that if you want. Some students in the past have done the print version, so they prefer to have, again, paper in hand instead of just working solely on the computer. So what students will do is they will go ahead and print all the problems off first, work them by hand, and then simply go in and drop their answers in. All right, so from here, I'm going to go back out, and once you've completed all 3 of these sections, we will have a quiz. So the quiz, it's 90 minutes, and the reason why it's 90 minutes is because you're not able to pause the time once you start doing these quizzes. And odds are the quizzes will probably take you under an hour in order to complete. But again, I understand being at home, you might need to kind of step away and, handle like a phone call or, a child or dinner or something along those lines. So the 90 minutes is really there just as a cushion, just in case some outside distractor or, priority does come up and you have to tend to it. Okay. You do get 3 tries in each problem. I'm going to go in here so that you guys can see what this looks like. So it kind of looks like a homework assignment again, only there won't be any videos and you won't be able to post these to a forum. You do get 3 tries on each problem, but if you do get the problem wrong on the first try, there is a 20% deduction on that score. If at any point, if you are working on these problems and you kind of notice, I swear I did that problem correctly, then, and you've been doing the work on a separate sheet of paper, what you can do is you can send me a picture or a scan, and I can go ahead and take a look at your work and see what might have caused WAMAP to mark the problem wrong, even if you do believe that it is correct. And in some cases, that may be the case. You may be perfectly correct, but maybe there was just a missed keystroke or something like that which caused WAMAP to mark it incorrect. So please know that that avenue is available to you. Again, since this is a learning community, I want to make sure that the lines of communication are open. All right. So after that, let's go back to that week. Underneath the quiz, there is a SYW, which is show your work assignment. With this assignment, they're very small in terms of grading. They're only about 5 points, but this gives you an opportunity. It's kind of like an investment assignment, if you will. This gives you the opportunity to show me how you are working everything out on paper. you would submit a scan or a legible photo through WAMAP, which I would then read through. This basically gives you a chance to get feedback from me. Maybe your notation is a little bit off, or maybe your process, you're making a mistake in a step which is causing your entire process to be thrown off. We want to catch those kinds of snags or loose threads right away, so this way you're not going to be tripped up by them when you go to take the midterm and the final. So even though they are only 5 points, basically think of it this way. You're getting this nice little 5-point assignment that you'll get credit on, which could eventually save you many, many points, because it's going to prevent you from making those same mistakes on a final or a midterm. Okay. So the last thing that I do want to note here is with regards to the gradebook, since we are talking about points. Again, you can access the gradebook over here. And yeah, so I have my fake student in here. So if we went into students, gradebook, you're probably going to want to focus down here on this lower box. Usually when students first are working through this, they ask the question, well, why do I have 2 different grades? And what I want you to note here is that you do have a past due. So this section is going to be a little bit more accurate. This is going to basically tell you what your point value is on all the assignments that have been due and are closed. This column over here on the right, past due and available, essentially this kind of gives you a glimpse into, well, what would my grade be if I didn't do all the open assignments currently? You can kind of see what your score will be. So in general, this grade over here in the left column under the past due is probably going to be higher than this one, the past due and available, because once all those new assignments open, WAMAP assumes that they're going to be counted all as zeros, which is going to make the grade look like it's lower than it actually is. So do not panic. You can probably ignore this right-hand side. I would just look at this left side column. All right. If you do have any questions, if I did not clarify enough on some of these, please let me know. And that's it. Thanks.